Hello guys, KpShamino here with a new guide for Divinity Sin 2, and in this guide I'm going to show you guys how I built my tank. So uh, yeah, I'm working a little bit around with Vitality with three kind of schools that I use. I will explain in this guide why I'm doing that. It worked really well because I already killed Judge Orivant on Honor, the highest difficulties. You guys can check out that video. So first of all, my stats for level 6, I'm at the moment level 6, are 365 life. I think that's very high. Physical armor is 163 and magic armor is 73. So for the attributes, I didn't went for strength. I put a little bit in strength, but my main prio is constitution. Why? Because I want to have a tank with a lot of vitality. The thing is, it's not that important that the tank does a lot of damage. No, the tank need to protect my party, and the tank need to get uh, a lot of damage in without dying. That's very important for me. Therefore, I went more for vitality than I went for strength. Of course, cap your resistance too, because that's very important. The higher resistance, the less damage you're going to get. And then you need to stack physical and magic armor. That's a no-brainer. That are, in my opinion, the most important things that you can have. Dodge is important too, but I think physical and magic and life is more important. So just stack them up and you can get a lot of hits without dying. So at some point you are going to get so many hits and you're going to regenerate and all that stuff that at some point you cannot die. And that's what the tank need to be. Okay, for the gear is just the same, just HP, a lot of magic armor. If it is possible, get strength on it, HP. But very important for me is I'm not going to play a two-handed tank. For me, that doesn't work. So I always go with the shield, and you always get on a shield, I think, the shield up skill. I'm not sure that's on every shield, but I see on every shield a shield up skill. And that's very good, because you restore 55 physical armor, and you restore 32 magic armor. So it's a very good skill to have. So because it's important that you always keep your physical and magic armor up, because if that is up, they are not going to hit on your life. So the longer you can keep that away, the longer you are going to live. So that's very important. So a very strong shield with what I just said. If you can get live on it, dodge on it, single-handed, that's all good. That's very good. And a lot of magic armor and physical armor. It's a no-brainer. Then for the sword, the one-handed sword, I like strength on it. I like vitality on it. I'm using now a poison because I like poison a lot too, and a lot of DPS. So it's not that complicated, just a simple sword with the stats, the attributes that I just showed you guys. So that's a little bit how you need to build it with your attributes. Then we are going to the next step, the combat ability. So for me, it's not that complicated. So you got retribution. If you read retribution, you know you need to use that on your tank. Retribution reflect received damage to your attacker. So that means 10% of the damage I just reflect back. That's how it works. It's very good. So you just need to stack it up. Those, that's what you need to do. So the next levels up, I'm just going to stack that higher and higher. So that you are doing by defending, you are doing damage too. So that's going to be a very big source of DPS that you put out, your output DPS. So retribution always goes for it. It's very good. Just take it. Then I went with 3 schools. Why 3 schools? For the simple reason that I like the skills that I got in those schools. It's just an early character, this one, so I'm going to build a little bit further because it's only Act 1. So it's just a starting build. Maybe I'm going to find some other spells. I'm sure that I'm going to find better spells, but this work at the moment very good for me. So I'm going with Geomancer. Why? Because Fortify is really good. It's not only the physical armor that is very important, but you can remove poison, bleeding, burning, acid, decaying, and you cannot be teleported. So it's so good, it's unbelievable. You can, every school that damage you, you can just remove it with this. You can put it on other party members too. So you guys will see it if you see my kill on the Judge or event. You guys see that I use it a lot on my party members too. And then the other skill that I like a lot in Geomancer is Mend Metal. So it restores 13 physical armor for 3 turns, but it's not only on you, it's on the entire party. So that's a lot, you know. It's a buff, it ticks for 3 turns, so your entire party is getting benefit from it. So therefore I took Geomancer. Maybe a little bit later, if I got access to the level 3, level 4 spells, I'm going to add some stuff, but this works really well at the moment for me. So then next one is Necro. Necro got a very good abilities that you can, you do damage, and then you get vitality back. For example, Mosquito Swarm. So you do a lot of damage and you restore a lot of vitality back. So therefore I got Necro for Mosquito Swarm. So a very good spell. So what you do is you just DPS and leech life. That's how it works. Therefore I took 1 point in Necro. Maybe I'm going a little bit higher with Necro. I'm not sure. I just need to check how it goes in the next, because what I try is I try to do every boss on the highest difficulty. So it's not that easy because you need to know a lot about the game, but it works really well with these tanks. So, and then the last one that I'm using is Warfare. Warfare is a no-brainer for me. You guys will know why, because when I'm going to, what is it called here, the talents, I will show you guys a talent that gives more vitality for each point of warfare, and you got a lot of cool spells from it. So what spell am I using in warfare is, first of all, Battle Stomp. Battle Stomp is really well. It's like the radius is like gigantic. It's like the other way of the room. Of course it resisted by physical armor, but it knocks people down, and crowd control is very important in this game. Therefore, teleporting is so good, this spell. You can just throw the strong enemies away until you killed everything around it on the highest level, that is. And then you can kill the other guys. Another spell that I like a lot is Bouncing Shield. Why is Bouncing Shield so good? So you just throw to a pack of enemies and it hits all the enemies. So at the moment I'm at 68-75 physical damage. So you just throw it in. That's a lot of damage, you know. If you throw it on 3 guys, it's going to be almost 220 damage that you do. So therefore I like it a lot. Very cool, because most of the time the melee are going to hit you, and you can hit all the melee around you. So you can, yeah, do a nice amount of damage even without going very high in strength. Then the other that I'm using is Enrage, and that's not for my tank. Enrage is a very good spell. What I'm doing the whole time is, in my formation I put my hunter near me. So that means that he's always in my range, because Enrage, in my range, because Enrage doesn't got a very high radius. So that means, but if you put it on the hunter, he's going to crit. My hunter at the moment is level 6, sorry, that was a little bit of Dutch. Is level 6 and he hits for 120, 130, because a hunter can buff himself like crazy too. So you give a little bit, it's not only tanking that you do, but you, how can I say it? You need to help a little bit the party with giving them buffs to do DPS, to give them mitigation, physical mitigation, magic mitigation spells. So that's therefore I didn't go that straight to DPS on my tank, because he's a helper, and that's what I want to be, a tank. So that's very important. So yeah, therefore I got Enrage, I got Bouncing Shield, I got Battle Stump, and then because I'm playing with the Lizard, I got this Dragon Blaze, very good spell too, and I got Demotic Star, but I still need to use it because I still got my color on. Then for the guys, if you saw my video about the, what was it, the murderers, yeah, I don't know the, yeah, it was with Migo, the guy on the beach. So he drops this ring. So I'm still using this ring. So you got a restoration too. So I got an hydro restoration spell, very handy too. I can heal myself a little bit. if I need to be healed. So this tank is very strong for a level 6. It got everything. It got a lot of leech. It got a lot of DPS too with the reflection, with the bouncing shield. It can enrange another member, so that's really good too. And now to end the video. So for me, a very important spell is this. Therefore, I went with stacking a lot of points in warfare. So you guys see it here. For a picture of health, gives you extra vitality, so 3% of every point in warfare. So I got 3 points. That means that I got 9% more vitality just by this talent. I'm thinking about two other things. Maybe combat kit I'm going to use. I'm not sure further into the game. And the other one is, I think, leech. I'm not sure how leech work, but I'm going to test leech too. So you need to stand in blood, and then you are going to leech health. Always good for a tank. So that was it, guys, for my tutorial about tank. I'm going to play the game a little bit further. So I think that I'm going to make a video about yeah, later in the game. Maybe I need to adjust some stuff, but this worked really well for me in honor difficulty level. So thanks for watching, guys, because my baby boy is awake. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like the video, give me a like. If you like my channel, subscribe, please. Have fun with the tank build, and I see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.